Hey, how's it going guys? Tech Notice here, and it seems like Apple just updated their website to include HomePod's availabilities. So you guys can see on the home screen that it will be available on February 9th. Now we're just going to run through a bunch of the features and some of the specifications and see what we can learn together here. So I'm going to quickly jump into the page itself. And down here, you guys can see that it does have some pretty cool animations overall. So this video is going to be more about you and me taking a look at the device itself online. And I'll give you guys a heads up here. It won't be available in Canada during the launch date. So I will be driving down to Oregon to get this device. So if you guys want to stay tuned, I'm definitely going to be vlogging this out. And I'll show you guys me driving all the way down there and see if I can actually get my hands on one of these. If I could, I will get both devices and I will review both of them on the launch date. But if I can't, just don't hold me on it. I'll try my best and I'll see where it goes. So just scrolling down, you guys can see the really cool animation that's going on here with the black version of it. So just scrolling down a little bit more, you guys can see that Apple is advertising as the new sound of homes and a little bit more about the availability, and we will watch the film in just a second here. Breakthrough speaker all around. And here's the white one. I'm actually really interested in the white one because it just looks like it fits into the house just a little bit more. But it's all dependent. It's the same thing if you guys decide a black versus a white iPhone. It's pretty much just opinions. So just scrolling down a little bit more, you guys can see some specifications of the device. Now the A8 processor is definitely an older processor. It came originally with the iPhone 6, but it's more than capable of handling just the speaker functions right here. And it seems like Apple's making good use of it. The iPhone 6 is no longer available in the store, so might as well use the processor of it and just slap it into this. I would have been more happier with probably like an A10 Fusion chip because it does make the device a little bit more future-proof, but whatever, I feel like the A8 should be decent at least for the next couple years. So on the right side, high excursion woofer. We're pretty interested in bass, all of us, of course. Music is not music without bass. And over here, you got this seamless mesh, like I said before. Now it comes in black and white. We'll try to take both when the day comes, but I do think the white is a little bit more premium, I'd say. But so the thing I'm wondering here is if your kids get their dirty hands on it and it leaves a mark, how are you gonna wash it out? So is the mesh removable? You can put it into the washer or you can rinse it underneath the water. Who knows? Apple hasn't really mentioned anything about that. So Apple should be thinking about this a little bit. They might be giving us some kind of wash, some kind of cloth if it isn't removable, but this isn't gonna be the end of the world. There's probably some kind of solution to all of this. Apple just hasn't mentioned it yet. But looking over to the right side here, we see that we have 6 microphones. Now, definitely want to see how this one is going to be working out because 6 microphones is going to be used mainly for Hey Siri. Now, Hey Siri works pretty well right now with the iPhone, and the iPhone has pretty decent microphones as well. But now being built inside a speaker that plays music super loud with the woofer and the tweeters, as you can see right here, is definitely going to drown out the speaker and your voice. So I wonder how low or how loud the speaker has to be before Siri can pick you up. It would be very sad if it doesn't pick you up from a distance of like 30 feet. So I don't doubt Apple at all. They probably thought about all this with their whole engineering team. They delayed the entire device for a reason, probably mainly because the microphone didn't pick it up properly enough. But I want to try launching this thing at max volume and then going at a distance and just whispering Hey Siri and see how it works. Alright, so just scrolling down another page here, we get a bunch of more features showing us exactly what it's capable of. So we have deep bass engineered to lower boom. I'll pop an image on the screen so you guys can have a read for yourself. But over here in the middle, we have 7 tweeters, amazing sound from every angle. And we have the A8 chip. I don't even know why they're even promoting this because it's pretty much an A8 chip. You guys get what I mean already. So going down just a little bit more, you got the really nice mesh looking white one that I am very interested in, and it's saying that the design is pretty much very beautiful. Now HomePod is wrapped in a seamless mesh and blah blah blah. Yep, we already know this from like a couple months ago. Easy and automated. Setting up is pretty simple. Plug it in and your device will detect it. So just on a side note here, you guys will have to have an iPhone, an iPod, or pretty much an iDevice for this to work. It's not going to work on its own. So if you guys don't have any Apple devices, don't even bother buying this because it's just a normal speaker. And it's going to be a speaker that doesn't even work. So giving you guys a heads up there. And another thing you guys should note here is you're going to have to sign up for a music subscription. Now this is Apple's way of making you sign up for Apple Music. It's going to be $9.99 a month after that free trial. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not going to be a speaker with free music. So it does say that it comes with unlimited music and whatever, but not true at all. But you guys probably know this already if you guys are into the whole Apple ecosystem. Anyways, going down a little bit, here you guys can see that it does have a very nice animation. I kind of missed it right there when I was scrolling down, but essentially it had the sound waves booming against the wall and shooting back out. So wherever you place the HomePod, it will automatically detect and change the acoustics and everything around it. So you get the best experience possible. Very excited to see how this works. And while we're on that note, I did find a little play button right here. So I'll just play it one more time, and there you guys go. She starts kicking it against the wall right here, and it will bounce back out, which is really interesting. We'll have to see how that really works, because animation alone is not going to really show you anything. Now, scrolling down just a little bit here, this one is going to be coming later this year, but you can create a studio or a stereo sound with a second HomePod. So let's say you put a HomePod over here and a HomePod over here, and they will communicate with each other and make it just like a full theater. So one thing that made me raise my eyebrow here is that Apple said that HomePod is supposedly going to be the best experience, like a theater, all on its own as a solo. But now down here, they're promoting a second HomePod to make it sound like a studio or a stereo sound, which makes no sense at all. To be honest, I mean, if one is not enough, might as well just tell all of us to buy a second one. But we'll have to see how that works out. Right now, hopefully the solo is going to be enough for the entire home. Scrolling down just a little bit more, as I mentioned before, the Music Authority. If you guys are dedicated to the iTunes ecosystem, you guys probably know exactly how this works already. You guys will have to sign up for an Apple Music subscription. You guys will get 3 months free. After 3 months, you guys are going to have to pay $9.99. So it's not too much. And you guys get every single music in the world that you guys can handle. Over 45 million songs in your home, which is really cool. I mean, if you can afford a HomePod and an iPhone and everything else along with it, you guys can probably afford $9.99. Just scrolling down, pretty much everything's standard here. It does show you that it responds to your voice and touch. So single tap, double tap, triple tap, pretty much the essentials. Whatever you guys need to turn on and off, play, pause. So Siri isn't the main thing here for you to control the device. There are physical, or not physical, there's like, you know, you guys can tap it. It's like a screen, and you guys can choose how it's going to be working without actually telling Siri or calling her every single time. Now, Home to Intelligent Assistant. We're going to talk about this in a few seconds here, and I want to give you guys a demo as well. But Siri has all kinds of answer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, pretty much if you guys are standard to Siri on your iPhone, you guys are pretty much standard. You guys pretty much sorted out with this. Works exactly the same way. Very interesting, and they have special financing deals. Take a look at the tech spec just a little bit here. So it's going to be roughly 5.5 pounds. You guys are going to be carrying this anywhere, so whatever pound, could be 10 pounds. It probably doesn't even matter. So there's 6 microphones for the Siri, as I mentioned. High excursion woofer, array of 7 horn louded. So Apple's really good at hyping all these things up. Like, they're using such high-end words just to like pretty much say a simple thing. If I had to like translate all this into a normal text, I'm going to call this a subwoofer. I'm going to say this is tweeters, an amplifier, a microphone, and you guys got like microphone for bass correction. But instead, Apple's going like internal, low frequency, calibration, something. But anyways, these are pretty much standard right here. So after we go through all this really quickly, I'm going to give you guys a quick little demo right here of how related to another device it is. Alright guys, so it is going to be available for $349, and this is without taxes or anything. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to hopefully drive down to Oregon. No taxes there. If you guys want to purchase anything else in Oregon, 100% no tax, which is really cool. I'm already going down there for a trip anyways, heading down to Los Angeles, so might as well just stop right there and pick it up. But let's do a demo right here. So I got a $10 speaker right here, and this device is $350 before tax. So I'm gonna say here that I don't see anything really different. Of course, they're not in the same level, not the same comparison here, but let's just say we went and we bought a Bose speaker or something for like $150 to $200. You guys will see it available online here and there. I mean, you don't have to go for the highest end Bose system. Pretty much anything that has bass, a woofer, and whatnot should be good enough. But what is the difference here? I mean, Siri running on this device and connected to a speaker versus Siri on that device also connected to an iPhone. I mean, I can connect both of these devices and communicate with Siri and tell her to launch up Apple Music. I can tell her to turn off the lights in my home. Like, pretty much everything is working exactly as it should. Yeah, so you guys tell me, is it even worth it to buy a $350 speaker when you can buy something a little bit cheaper? So unless you're running a device that is an iPhone 6 and below, or any iPods or iPads, you guys will be able to say, "Hey Siri," essentially, and she will pick up your voice. I mean, she's very clear, and from a distance, she works perfectly as well. And you will have to connect your phone anyways to the HomePod, Apple Music. Everything is going to be run on here. So I'm not too sure why this device is worth that much and why the hype is all about this. I'm sure like after a week or two, a China company is probably going to be making another one similar to this, probably less than like half of the price. I mean, I'm very happy with this. I'm definitely going to be picking both of that up for a person that doesn't really need anything like this. I feel like there are so many different alternatives, but we'll have to see how it works. For now, I guess I'm okay. I'm pretty excited for it, for the trip essentially, to come pick it up. But if you guys want to stay tuned, you guys want to see my whole trip going down there and picking it up and the whole unboxing process and everything, you guys remember to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon, so anytime I release a video, you guys will see it right away. So this should be it for this little rant and this little like tech spec you guys have learned with me. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button before you leave the channel, and again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.